Yeah, guys. Yeah, it's clear now. Yeah, most of the students are saying that it is clear. As one or two students are saying it is not clear. I request, could you re-log in once again, Chatterjee, Subho Chatterjee, and also one more student, Chandrakala. Could you re-log in once? As others are confirming, it is very clear. Might be issue from your end. Could you re-log in? Okay, guys. So let's start the session. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the next topic that is related to machine learning. So from today, we are going to start the machine learning for new batch students, okay, who has which was started 2 days back. For them, it is the today's first ML class. I mean, it is a workshop for them. For few students, it is a workshop that is who has got joined in the last 2 days. The batch which was started on the 4th June 2026. For them, it is a workshop. And for other batch students, that is 9:30 a.m. and along with that 7:30 p.m. batch. For you guys, we are having the every Saturday ML class. So this is our ML classes. And whereas today's is first ML class. Okay. For you guys, today is first ML class. For other batch students, for the which was started 4th June, for them it is a workshop so that they can understand how the subject would be and how the teaching would be or anything. So for that reason, we are conducting a workshop for those people for having the technicality. And for the others, it is our regular class. Okay, done, guys? Right. Yeah, of course. The students who are the new students, 4th June 2026, for you already the previous two classes are completed and we are going to share it to you, the recordings. And 7:30 a.m. and 7:30 and 9:30 a.m. batch students for your ML class. And today's is your first ML class. And let us continue with our regular ML class. Okay. At the end, we'll have the questions. This is not the demo. This is our regular class for regular batch students. This is not the demo class or nothing else. This is our regular class for other batch students. Right, guys? So in today's class, we are going to have the overview of ML. What is machine learning and how the machines will learn the data and what are the different techniques are available within the machine learning. Right? So we are going to understand each of them one by one individually. Now, yes. And today's class time would be from 6 to 9. It is total 3-hour session, 6 to 9. Right, guys? Of course, it was started at 6:15. Yes. Done. Okay, guys. So let's get into the subject first. And whoever the attending as the workshop and who doesn't know about me or anything, I will discuss with you at the end. First, let us have our regular class. First, let us complete our regular class. At the end, we'll have the questions. Because in this class, having the questions means by 10 students or 20 students will have the questions, but almost 200 plus students will have the waiting for the concepts. So for 10 students, I can't modify that things now. So first, let us focus on the 200 students first the concept. Later, let us focus on the questions last. Is that clear, guys? First, let us get into the machine learning. Now, what is machine learning? And coming to the machine learning and how the machines will learn the data. This is the major question. So here, first, before understanding the machine learning, first we should understand what is structured data. Structured data means which is called as tabular data. The data which is in the tabular format is called as whichever is in the tabular format is called as structured data. So within the structured data, so we are having the structured data and we are also having the unstructured data. Whereas ML, the machine learning is completely applied only on the structured data. For the structured data, we are going to have the two things. Okay, within the structured data, for structured data, we can apply two things. The first one is called as data analysis. And the second one is called as predictive analysis. That we call it as, in a simple words, to say descriptive analysis, descriptive analysis, and the second one is called as predictive analysis. Okay, so for the structured data, we are going to apply the descriptive analysis and predictive analysis. And descriptive analysis will be done by the data analyst. Whoever the data analyst is there, they are going to do the descriptive analytics by using the different Power BI or by using the some kind of Tableau, SPSS. We are having the different types of statistical analysis tools are available in the market. Using the different statistical analysis, they are going to do the descriptive analysis. Whereas predictive analytics will be done by using the ML and AI. Okay, using ML and AI, we are going to do the predictive analytics. Sir, example to understand that descriptive and predictive is, let us take an example like this. Okay, we are having a data like this, which is in the structured format 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm taking the simple example, guys. Okay, so this is the data, which is in the tabular format. Actually, we are having the 2 columns and 5 rows are there, which is in the tabular format. Now, for this tabular format, first one is descriptive analytics. What is meant by descriptive analytics or descriptive analysis? What is descriptive analytics means? Nothing but you are going to observe the what is the minimum value, what is the maximum value, what is the mean value, what is the median value, something like this. We are going to calculate the different values or what is the correlation between them. Some kind of statistical analysis we call it as. Calculating all these things on the existing data. This is what all the data was given to us. This we call it as given data or which is called as past data, which was already completed because future we can't see. Past we can see, right? This is called as past data or which is called as raw data. What are the data was provided to us? We call it as raw data. Given data, past data or raw data, anything is same. So this data will be given to us. So the first initial data, what are the initial data was given to us? That data is called as the initial data. What you have received is called as raw. What you will process, that is secondary. Whether you'll apply ML or data analysis or that cleaning up, whatever you are going to do, that is secondary. First, initially, whatever you are going to receive from the another person, whoever the person has shared to you, whatever the person has shared to you, whether it is a manager, whether it is a data engineer, whether it is other person, whoever the person in the team has shared you the data, first data, whatever you receive is called as raw data. Okay. Once you have received the raw data, okay, once you have received this raw data, now for this raw data, if you calculate here, you are having the 2 columns. 2 columns are there. The first column is called as X, second column is called as Y. For X column, if you calculate the minimum value, what is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? Like this, we are going to examine about the past. Whatever the data was given to us, we are going to examine that one. And whatever we have observed, we are going to give our observations. Observations on raw data or whatever the data was given to us on the given data is called as descriptive analytics. We are describing whatever was given to us, we are describing. So you have given me the minimum X value is 1, maximum X value is 5, minimum Y value is 6, maximum is 10, average value of X is 3, average value of Y is 8. Like this, we are just describing. Okay, just we are describing. So here, whatever the data was given to us, just we are describing the data is called as descriptive analytics. Now, what is predictive analytics? Predictive means we have to predict. We have to predict for the future data. For the future data of X, what would be the Y value? Okay, this we call it as prediction. This prediction will be done based on the not observations by identifying the pattern. So now next one is called as predictive analytics. What is meant by predictive? Predictive means based on based on given data, estimating on the future data. Estimating on unknown data is called as, based on given data, estimating on the unknown data is called as predictive analytics. That predictive analytics you may do manually, you may use Max, or you may use ML, you may use AI. That is your choice. Predictive analytics meaning is based on whatever the data was provided, from that we have to estimate on the unknown data is called as predictive analytics. Now here, this is the data was given to us and we have to estimate this one. So first we are going to identify what is the relation between X and Y. What is the pattern? What is the hidden pattern behind them? What is the relation? Once we have identified the relation between X and Y, based on the relation, we are going to estimate for the future. Is the point is clear? This we call it as future data, or which is also called as unknown data. Future means which is unknown to us. Future data we cannot see. We don't know. We will receive that, and based on that, we are going to estimate that. So predictive analytics means based on the given data, estimating on the unknown data only is called as predictive. And this predictive analytics will be done by using the ML and AI. For structured data, these are all for the structured data which I am discussing. Unstructured data, predictive analytics on unstructured text data only is called as your GenAI. GenAI is completely unstructured data. There is no structured. In the entire ChatGPT, never you'll get the table. We are not going to receive the table data also. So here, first we are going to identify what is the relation, what are the data was given to us. Within the data, we are going to identify the relation. So here, within the structured data, what are the structured data? Now you understood the difference between the descriptive analysis or analytics. Sir, what is the difference between analysis versus analytics? Very simple. Analysis means one observation is called as analysis. A complete observation is called as analytics. The complete observations, minute observations, that observation, this observation, overall complete analysis, if you do, it is called as analytics. And that one, if you submit as a report, it is called as analytical report. For example, one observation you have observed. In my class, total how many offline students are there? I'm going to count. That is one observation. In this, how many boys are there? How many girls are there? That is one observation. All these observations are called as analysis. Okay. Complete observations on the entire batch is called as analytics. So here, descriptive analytics, which will be done by the data analyst, not by us. This is another different role, which will always work on the past data. What was happened? Majorly, it says about the what happened earlier. It focuses on the what happened. Whereas we are having the second one is called as predictive. What will happen? Okay, predictive. So that is nothing but estimating for the future. This will be done by the ML and AI engineers based on the type of data. Structured data is there, image data is there, text data is there, unstructured data is there, different types of data are there, different types of projects are there. Sir, how many varieties of projects are there? Varieties, if you ask different domains, we are having the various domains like healthcare domain is there, finance domain is there, e-commerce domain is there, telecom domain is there. Like this insurance domain, multiple domains are there. In the multiple domains, in the multiple cases, we are going to apply the both ML and AI. It is not stick to the one industry or one. Okay. So here we are having the descriptive analytics and predictive analytics. Different varieties of projects are there. In healthcare also, varieties of projects are there. Every project is not the same. So based on the types of the projects, based on the type of everything, we are going to apply the logics. Okay, online students, I'm going to take your questions. If you are asking the relevant question, whatever I'm discussing right now, I'm focusing on the subject and I will take only the questions related to subject. If you're asking what is Gen AI, what is agentic AI, what about this course, and how long this course would be, what is the fees, what is AI ops, what is ML ops, do I require DevOps for this, do I require that one? If you ask irrelevant questions, which is I'm not discussing here, I will not answer your questions. It is time waste for you. So don't write in the chat box. Time waste. I'll not take those two questions. I'm in the subject. I'll take the subject related questions. Type whatever I'm discussing in that. What are the questions you are having? Type that one. I'll answer immediately. Instantly, I will give the answer. If you type irrelevant questions, which is not relevant right now, I will not answer one question also. Is the point is clear? No, sir. Still, I will type miss your interest. You type. For me, no problem. Okay. Point is clear now? First, focus on the subject. At the end of the subject, last 1 hour, we can discuss the additional questions. First, let us focus on the subject first. ML only we don't know. We want what is ML ops. Right? First, let us enter into the subject. Now, as I've told you, first, what is structured data? This part was completed. Second, I have told you what is the difference between descriptive analytics versus predictive analytics. Versus predictive analytics. Third, now I'm going to move on to the types of data. Types of data. That is within the ML, I mean structured. In the structured only, within the structured only, again we are having the different types of data. So here we are having the majorly the types of data. The third one is types of structured data. Within the structured data, again the type. Okay. Within the structured types of data. Types of data. What are the types of data we are having? The first one is called as numerical data. Okay. The first type of data is called as numerical. The first one is called as numerical. And the second one is called as text. Whichever is the text. The text data is also called as categorical data. Text data or categorical data. And the third type of data is called as time series data. Total 3 columns will be there. 3 types of columns will be there. Sir, what is meant by types of data means? Data means nothing but internal values. What are the internal values we are having within the structured data? Some internal values will be there, right? These internal values, we call it as data. Now, what are the different types of data? Means types of internal values. In any structured data, you will have either number or text or time series. Out of these 3, one will be there. Okay. So here, the numerical data, we call it as text data. Sorry, numerical data, text data, and time series data. 3 types of data will be there. Now, next. So, what is time series data? Time series data means which consists of date, time, this one. Okay, date, time, which is having that will consider as time series data. Only date and time. Sir, if I am having the year is 2019, 2020 like this, that is comes under number only. If you are having the 16/05/2020, then it is called as date. Only 2020 is there means that comes under numerical, not under the date column. So individual years comes under numerical data. Date exclusively will come under date column. Date along with the time. Okay, time is, for example, 16/05/2026 and time is 11:20 something, AM or PM, whatever we are having. This comes under time series. Okay, sir, what about the Saturday, Sunday? Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, SAT, that comes under text. Sunday, whichever is in the text format, that comes under text columns. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, all these things. So, for example, I'm having the column name is called as day, weekday, and they have given the weekday as Saturday or Sunday means it is called as text. Okay. For example, if I'm having the date, only number, date number 12, date 14, 15, 16, only number is there. Then what column it is called as? Only date number is there means it comes under numerical. Along with that, month also added here itself means only it comes under time series. Individually, it is comes under number only still. Okay. And how it has to be processed. Every type of data, different types of data processing is there. Now, coming to the next one. Here, structured data is there. Within the structured, we are having the types of data. Next one is coming to the, we are having the labeled data and unlabeled data. Next one is labeled and unlabeled. Now, what is meant by labeled and unlabeled? So here, to understand this labeled and unlabeled, first we have to understand what are the data was provided to us in the structured data. First, we should know what are the different types of columns are there. To understand these different types of columns, time series data means it's continuous data or not, like we have the timestamp data. Ayappa, it's not continuous, it's timestamp. Right? Next. Now here we are having the columns are there now. Now, based on the project, we have to estimate something. So as I've told you, the predictive analytics, what are the predictive analytics is there? Predictive analytics means we are going to predict something. We are going to predict something. So predict or estimate. Predicting or estimating based on given data is nothing but called as predictive analytics. Already I told you earlier. Now, whatever you want to predict, if that particular prediction column is already available in the given data set, it is called as labeled. Example, I want to predict the house price. What I want to predict? House price. House price I want to predict based on the, okay. So here I want to predict the house price. We have to predict what are the house prices there based on the input futures. For example, here I'm having the SFT, how much size of the apartment. Facing, like apartment facing is east facing, west facing, like this we'll have now that one. Floor, in which floor the apartment is there, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor, like this. And type of building. What are the type of building? It is an individual building, I mean standalone, or it is a gated community or something. Okay, like this, we are having the different column names. And along with the house price is also available. The area name will be there, number of bedrooms will be there, how many number of bedrooms are there. All these are input parameters. And based SFT means square feet, how much size of the apartment. Nothing but size. Okay, so based on what are the input parameters we are having, okay, we have to estimate the house price. For example, here I'm having the existing data and we have to estimate the house price. This is already past data, guys. This is past data. For example, here I'm already having the some 35 lakhs, 90 lakhs, 99 lakhs, 60 lakhs, 69 lakhs, something you are having. Now, past data you are having, and based on the past, you have to predict for the future. Okay, let me explain with another example. One more example. Let me show you so that directly I will show you one data set and I'll explain more clearly. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to open the data set. So within the data set, here I'm going to take this one. One data set. Let us take an example of. Okay, so this is the data set, guys. A small example. Okay, just as a small example, I'm considering. Assume there are 3 columns are there. I mean, sorry, 4 columns are there. TV, radio, newspaper, and sales. First, we should know what is the business problem here. Means what is the project about here. First, we should understand that. So here, first I'll explain the project. What is the project? This is the data set, what you are seeing. And let me explain the project. So the project is, we have to estimate the sales. What we have to estimate? Sales. For we have to estimate the sales based on advertising spend. Based on advertising spend on TV, radio, and newspaper. We have to estimate the sales based on the advertising spent on TV, radio, newspaper. And this is the data which they have given. Already they have spent earlier $230,100. This is the US data set. Okay, $230,000, $37,800, $69,200, and this is the sales which they have got. That is 22,100. And like this, they are already having the data. Sir, you are only saying no, sir. Already the sales also here available now. Already here only available now. Then what is the use of what is we are going to estimate now? Answer is already available, right? You are not going to estimate for the past. You are going to estimate for the future. So if in the future, if I spend for $1 lakh in the TV, $20,000 on the radio, and $30,000 on the newspaper, what would be the sales? You have to estimate for the future, not for the past. Past one, they have given like this. So here you have to identify the pattern between them. What is the pattern? And based on the pattern, we have to estimate for the future. So here, what is the question? The question is estimate the sales. So now what are the sales they are asking to estimate? Whether the sales column is available in the given data set. If it is available, then it is called as labeled data. If it is not available, it is called as unlabeled data. Whatever they are asking to predict or whatever they are asking to estimate, that column is available or not available. That column is available means it is called as labeled data. Otherwise, it is called as unlabeled data. Now, so that labeled or unlabeled, you will understand based on the business problem. First, you should ask the what is the business problem? The business problem is what is the project about? What you want? That is the first question. Which directly by seeing the project about. Okay. Next, let us go with another example. Example number 2. This is my example number 2, guys. This is one more data set. Now here we have to estimate the car price. What car price? Sir, car price will be designed by us, sir? No, new car price we can't design or we are not going to estimate. That will be done by the companies. We are going to do the used car price. So used car price means based on the different inputs, whether it is how many years old, how many kilometers it was driven, based on the multiple parameters, it will be dependent. Okay, just a minute, guys. If you want to use the phone, you have to go outside. In my class, no mobile phone is accepted. If you are interested, you can go outside and come back. Okay. Now, here we are having the data set like this, where we have to estimate the used car price. This is the car price. This is the selling price. And sir, what is the present price? Present price is nothing but present on-road price, new car price. This is called as new car price. And this is the present used car price. So this is a 2014 RIZ car and the selling price is 3.35 lakhs. New car price is 5.59 lakhs. And number of kilometers the car was driven is 27,000 petrol. And who is the seller means a dealer. And whether it is automatic car or manual car means manual car. And number of owners is 0, means first owner. He is the first owner. It is not the second or third owner or something. Right? Now, based on this, we have to estimate for the future. This is the past. Sir, from where we get this data? This data was taken from one of the website called as cars24.com. From that particular website, we have scrapped the data. Who will do the web scrapping, sir? Data engineers will do. You are not the person who will scrap the data. Data engineers will do this one. And data engineers has collected the data and what are the data was collected. Now for this future data, we have to estimate. Now I'll show you with a live example of this one. Now I'm just opening in front of you the cars24.com. That is the website. Now in this website, I want to sell my car. Okay, I want to sell my car. To sell my car, just here I'm going to click on the sell car. It is asking what is the car number. Just I'm providing my car number AP 30. Okay, BD 1963. Okay, just I'm clicking on these details. And once the details are here, it is asking what is the company name. Just I'm going to view this. Sir, what is this? All these things. That one only my input data. Future data I told you now. So here, what are the Maruti I am selecting? If I selected the Maruti, what happens automatically? It will add here the Maruti. A row will be created, and whatever you have submitted, it will go into that one. It will go into the database. And here, once you select the car, for example, I have selected the car is called as my car is Toyota and Glanza, and this is 2024 model. And here it is asking what type of variant, petrol, automatic, and this is the one. And here it is asking which state, Andhra Pradesh, and from Andhra Pradesh again which state it is asking something. You can select whichever the state you want. Just as an example, it is less than 10 kilometers driven, and it is asking some phone number, and I have to give the details. Once I have given the details, immediately it is going to show me the price estimated value. What is the backend code, sir? I have given the input OK, and I'm clicking on the submit OK. If you want, I can click. So first it is asking the mobile number. Just wait for 1 minute. I'm stopping my screen so that because it has to give the OTP, and then only it will give the exact number. So I have to enter my original number. Just to give me 1 minute, guys. Done. So here just I'm entering the OTP, and once I have entered the OTP and I click on this verify. So immediately I click on the verify. It is saying that the cost of this car is 6,13,193 to 6,82,238. It is giving like this. What is the backend code? What is the backend code? You are seeing the website. In the website, you have filled all the details and everything was completed. I'm just asking the question, what is the backend code? The backend code only, whatever we are going to learn now. That is the machine learning or AI. There is one model. So how they have estimated means based on the past data. They'll have already some existing data with them. And based on that, they are going to predict this one. So this is live example for your, this entire Cars24 website was designed based on the ML only. I'm not discussing about the front-end website design. Website design was done by the full stack developers. I'm not discussing about that. Once I have entered the details and I click on the submit button, now immediately what are the car price it is showing now? Only this one. Yet what are the number it is displaying? Only this part is ML. It is going to estimate the what are the value is there. Sir, why it is estimating from here to here, sir? That is called as central limit theorem. So whatever the value was estimated, for that we have to add plus or minus error. That concept is another one, which we are going to discuss in the further. So estimating, how this is getting estimated? Earlier, what would be the glance up prices in the market? What is the other glance up prices? If the year of 2024 with the V version, V means top end version, automatic, if all these details, based on that, it is predicting. For example, here, if I change, okay, the variant, in the variant, instead of the V version, if I change the variant, okay, if I change the variant to some other variant, automatically the price will change. So as the input changes, output changes. So that one only, the estimating the car price based on the past data. So similarly here also, we are going to estimate this one. This is the same kind of data set. Only difference between Cars24 data set versus our data set is, there it is somewhat huge data. And it is a real-time data. And we are having the small data. In our class, we are going to work with the small data sets. This is a real-time project or a dummy project? Means it's a real-time project. So what is the difference between the real-time project versus live project? Real-time means which is having the some kind of real-time application. Which is having the real-time application. What are the project we are doing? It should have the real-time application. Then it is called as real-time projects. Live project means right now in the companies, what are the projects are going on? That projects are called as live projects. What is dummy projects means? Randomly taking some example and completing the project is called as dummy project. For dummy projects, there will be no use. So always we should have the real-time projects. Real-time projects means what is the real-time application, which companies will use. If I explain this project, or if you write this project in your resume, which companies will use means all these companies. Not only cars24.com, even we are having the Mahindra. Mahindra is there with the Mahindra Choice is there, and even Maruti is there. For Maruti also second-hand cars are there. For all these people are going to use the same logic. Okay. So here based on the input data, we have to estimate. Now we have to estimate the car price. Now tell me guys. Yes, even Car Deco, exactly, Prashant, Car Deco, all these companies, right? Now whatever we are going to estimate the car price is called as estimating the car price based on the past data. We have to estimate for the future data. Now this is a label data or unlabeled data? Label data. Why? Because here we are having the price column. Whatever we have to estimate, that column name is available here. Since it is available, it is called as label data, right? Done. Coming to the next example. Okay. Now, for example, now I want to estimate. Let us take one more example here. Whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. Okay, one person will go to the bank or he will fill the application in the online. So some of the students are going to, I mean, if some of the students in this class might be using the loan apps. In the loan apps, you will fill the Aadhaar card number, PAN card number, your name, something, you will fill the basic details. After filling the basic details, you will click on the submit and it will say that how much amount you are eligible. What is the backend code, sir? Amount, how it is showing that amount? That is also ML only. All the loan apps will work on the ML only. Okay, ML and AI. Second, next, whether are you eligible or not? First you are eligible means that second is money. First you are eligible for the loan or not. So this one. So here see whether the person has got eligible earlier, yes or no. This is yes or no. So here we are having the data like this. In the same bank earlier who has applied for the loan, in that some of the people are eligible, some of the persons are not eligible. Based on this, if any new person apply for the loan, whether he is eligible for the loan or not, we have to estimate. Now, what we have to estimate? What is the business problem here? Estimate whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. Now that is loan status, yes or no. Y indicates yes, N indicates no. Now it is a labeled or unlabeled. It is again a label data, right? Now let us take the next example, one more example. Now in that third example, now I'm going to ask this question. Now here I'm having the mall customers. Some people will come to the malls. In that, some people will have the income and based on the income, they'll do the spending. Some people will have the low income, but they'll do the high spending. Some people will have the high income, but they'll do the low spending. So different varieties of people are there. So for a person, 1 lakh, one person is getting 1 lakh. How much he will spend on the shopping or something, miss? He may spend only 5,000. Some people who receive 1 lakh, they spend entire 1 lakh also. Different category people are there. So here, based on the annual income and whatever the type of spending they are doing, how much amount they'll spend. So they have taken some survey. What is the survey they have taken? Whoever has came to the mall, they asked, sir, what is your annual income, sir? They told that my annual income is $15,000. In the $15,000, how much you will do the spending every year? Out of your $15,000, how much you will do the spending? They told that I will do the spending approximately $6,000. 6,000 divided by 15,000. 6,000 divided by 15,000 means 40%. 40% they are doing the spending. The spending score is nothing but percentage of spending. How much amount they'll spend the money for shopping or something. Okay. So now here my question is, what is the business problem is? I have to estimate or I have to group the different types of customers. Which type of customers I have to group means who are having the low income with low spending, who are having the high income with high spending, who are having the low income with high spending. Like this, I want to group them. This is my requirement. Groups. I want the different groups. Whether group column is available here, a column called as group is available. What type of data set it is called as now? Labeled or unlabeled? It is unlabeled. So machine learning can be applied on the labeled. Machine learning can be even applied on the unlabeled. Understood the difference between the labeled versus unlabeled? How you know that it is unlabeled means first I have told you the project. What is the project? I want the groups. You have observed that group board is there in the column names or not. Column name of group is not there. So it is unlabeled. Whatever I'm asking to estimate, that column name is available in the data miss, it is called as labeled. If that column name is not available miss, it is unlabeled. That's it. Simple. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? Labeled versus unlabeled. Clear? Anyone has the question of labeled versus unlabeled? Grouping is an example of descriptive analysis? No. Grouping is not the descriptive analysis. So clear definition. What is the definition for labeled? Label means if whatever you have to estimate, whatever we are going to estimate, that estimation we call it as output variable. Sir, what is this again? Before applying this one, I have to tell you one more point. What is that one more point means? Variable is also called as future, which is also called as field, and which is also called as column. All four of them are same. Variable name, future name, field name, column name. Anything is same. Variable, we call it as in the statistics. In the statistics, we call it as variable. Future in ML and AI, we call it as futures. Fields in SQL, we call it as fields. In Excel sheet, we call it as column. Excel or general English word is called as column. Everything are same. Okay. Done. Now, so here we are having the two types of columns are there or two types of futures are there. First one is called as the output variable or output future. Output variable means which we are estimating, that we call it as output. Second, we are having the input variable. Input variable or variables. So input can be single or multiple, whereas output will be only one. Number of output variables. How many number of output variables will be there? So this is the data available to you that you are showing, but I want to introduce this into of my app. So it will work in the structured database first, then apply the predictive logic. Absolutely. Absolutely, it will work. Okay. Now, first, coming to this one. Okay. Here the point is input variable and output variable. First, what is output variable? What is the meaning of output variable? Output variable means which you have to estimate, or which one has to be predicted, or which is the output means which one has to be calculated. On what parameters it has to be calculated is called as input. For example, earlier I have shown you this example. Like one of the example is we are having the multiple data sets. If multiple, not one or two, we are having the multiple data sets. And here we are having the loan status. Now we have to estimate what we have to estimate, whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. What is this column name is called as output variable. So whichever you are going to estimate or which one you are going to predict, that we consider as output. That is nothing but loan status. So we have to predict whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. Now, based on what? Based on the gender, based on the whether the person has got married or not, based on number of dependents, based on the education, based on self-employed, whether he is self-employed or salaried person, based on the income, based on what are the loan amount he is looking for, how much amount of loan he is looking for, and based on loan amount term, and based on the credit history, means whether he is having a good credit history or bad credit history, and based on the property, what property he has selected and which area it is located. So based on these input variables from here to here, based on all these input variables, we have to estimate the output variable. So this we call it as input. From here to here, whatever we are having, this we call it as input. And whatever we are going to estimate, it is called as output. Finally, so this is called as output is also called as dependent variable. What is the other name of output variable is called as dependent variable, where it is going to depend, on others. So if you have to estimate the house price, means house price will be estimated on multiple parameters. Simply we can't say the house price. It is dependent on multiple parameters, like what is the size of the house, or if you want to estimate the car price, it is dependent on multiple parameters. If the person is having the cancer or not, it is also dependent on multiple parameters. Whether the person will get the job or not, simply by learning the ML will get the job or not. It depends on multiple parameters. One person will ask, sir, whether the person will get the job on ML, exclusive on ML, means if the person is having a very good amount of projects on ML and he is having the ML certification and he can do the entire end-to-end project, he can get the job. Just by attending ML classes, he will get the job or not, miss? No. By paying the ML course fees, I'll get the job, miss? No. Answer is no. It depends on the multiple parameters. Simply, if you say that I know machine learning, miss, you'll get the job. They'll throw into the, okay, I can't say that one. Okay, so if anyone says that I know machine learning, miss, they'll know jobs. Job is dependent on multiple parameters. How much of experience you have. Experience means how many projects you have done. Precious means projects. Okay, experience means projects. How many projects you have done. How much subject you know. How level of certification you have done. Okay, based on that parameters, it depends. Sir, I'm 2026 passed out, sir. In my college, ML and AI and ML I have completed, sir. Whether I'll get the job, sir, means like that in the market, multiple people are there. In my head, how many are there? That many people are there in the market. Okay, but in that, how many people only will get the job, miss? Multiple parameters, it depends. Is the point is clear? So, dependent. Whether the variable is dependent, miss, on what variables it is going to get dependent, that one. In independent variables, input variables are called as independent. A data set consists of only one output variable. How many number of variables will be there? Only one. That too not compulsory. For unlabeled data set, that will also not be there. Okay. Either 0 or 1. 0 means unlabeled data. One output variable there means dependent variable, that is called as labeled data. How many number of input variables will be there? Minimum 1 to infinite. 1 to infinity. Minimum one input variable to maximum infinite number of variables will be there. Is the point is clear? Now, coming to the next one is called as labeled. Labeled data. What is meant by labeled data? Labeled data means if data set consists of, if the data has output variable, if the data set has output variable, it is called as labeled data. If the output variable has output variable, if the data has output variable. Unlabeled data. Unlabeled data. Unlabeled data means if the data has no output variable. If the data has no output variable, it is called as unlabeled data. Labeled data, unlabeled data. If the data has output variable, it is called as labeled. No output variable, unlabeled. Right? Now, let us first understand the labeled data followed by unlabeled data. Both I will discuss in detail one by one. You will get a complete clarity of what we are going to have. If ML technique, any ML technique, if ML technique applied, if ML technique means nothing but algorithm. What are the ML algorithms applied on the labeled data set? On a labeled data, it is called as supervised ML techniques. They are called as supervised ML techniques or supervised ML algorithms. The algorithms which are applied on the labeled data. ML techniques applied. ML techniques applied. Technique or techniques applied on unlabeled data. is called as unsupervised ML techniques. Okay, labeled and unlabeled. Uh, yes, exactly. Mishir Joshi. Exactly. That is the answer. Correct. Next, Sneha. If output is available, it is called as labeled. Not available, it is called as unlabeled. Exactly. Sneha. Perfect. Now, next. Now, what we are going to do in the unlabeled data means without output variable, then what we'll estimate? That one only we are going to see. One by one, we'll see. Okay. Each of them we are going to have. Next, in the structured data, okay, done. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Guys, could you everyone able to see my screen? Can you see now? Okay. Just I'm scrolling up. If whoever has not written, please write. Still up, huh? Yeah, it is visible now, right? ML techniques applied on the, yeah, guys, there is a power cut issue. Again, it has, yeah, could you check now? Now it is visible. My screen is visible now. Okay, done. Next, within the structured data, what are the structured data we are having? Within the structured data, again, we are having the two types. First one is called as cross-sectional data. Second one is called as sequential data. Within the structured, we are having the two types. One is called as, okay, one is called as structured, within the structured data, cross-sectional data and sequential data. Now, what is cross-sectional data? Cross-sectional data means non-sequential data. Non-sequential data is called as structured. Non-sequential data is called as cross-sectional and sequential data. Now let us understand more clearly here what is non-sequential. Non-sequential means basically order of the records is not important. Order of records. What is meant by records? Records means rows. Order of the rows is not important. Whether it is in the first row or second row, the order is not important. So when the order of the records are not important, that is called as non-sequential data. Sequential means the order of the records are important. What are the order of the records are important? If order of the records are important, then it is called as non-sequential. If order of the records are important means it is called as sequential. Let's see with an example. Okay, for everything, let us have with the example one by one. Right? Now, so here we are having the data set like this. Now, again, I'm going to take the data, something like this. This is my data. Okay, where we are having the price and number of kilometers driven, all these things are available. Now here, This is the one of the row. I'm copying this one and this row I'm pasting here. I'm bringing into the top. This one I'm bringing to here in this position. And this one I'm bringing to this position. I'm pasting here. I'm pasting. Okay. And this values I'm bringing to this position. I'm cutting here and I'm pasting here. I'm changing the order of the records. One order to another order, another order to another order. I'm just changing the order. Is there any problem? If I change this one, is there any problem? No, because here the selling price is not dependent on the order of the records. Here the data was not given in any order. We are not having the, for example, whether the raw data they have given any order of the year wise they have given, no. Whether they have given at least selling price wise, no. They have not given to us anything like that. We are also not having like that. So now when we are not having like this, then order of the records are not important. Even this one, if it is in the top also not a problem. If it is bottom also not a problem. So when order of records are not important, it is called as cross-sectional data. Now I'll show you one more data set. What is that one more data set? Let us have like this. Now tell me for this one, if I bring this one, okay, here, this is roll number. Okay, let us assume this is not there. Now, if I bring this column, this row to this position, if I insert here, anything is problem? Any problem is there? No, right? So for the given data set, when there is no problem, if you change the order of the records, that type of data is called as non-sequential data. Now I'll show you one more data set. You tell me that for that particular data set. For example, here I'm having some data set like this, where here I'm having the January 1949, February 1949, March 1949, some date column is available. So this column, I mean this row, I'm bringing here. Now, after May 1949, April 1950, followed by June 1949 will come up. What is this order? First one is January, February 1949, March 1949, April 1949, May 1949. Next, again April 1950, then June 1949. Here, it cannot come like that, right? Whenever you are having the time series column, when there is a time series column, then we cannot change the order of the records. That type of data set, we call it as sequential data, whichever is having the date or time. For example, if you are having the time like this, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., assume this is 10 a.m., followed by 11, followed by 12 noon, followed by 1 p.m. Like this, you are having the dates, I mean timestamp is available. Can we bring this one to this position? No. So whenever we are having the date or time column, then in that case, we cannot change the order of the records. That we call it as sequential data. For order of the records are not important, it is called as non-sequential data. So now I assume that everyone has understood the types of variables. What is meant by types of variables means numeric, text, time series. First, you have understood this. Second, you have understood what is the difference between cross-sectional versus sequential. This is second one. Next, you have understood what is meant by input variables, variable or variables versus output variable. That is nothing but dependent variable. Next, I told you what is the difference between labeled data versus unlabeled data. Next, I told you the fifth one called as supervised versus unsupervised. All of them are clear? Everyone, please confirm me if everything is clear or not clear. Yes. When you can't change the order of the records, it is called as sequential order. And we have discussed what is descriptive, what is predictive. Right, guys? Everyone, up to here. Based on what all we have discussed till now, could you ask what are the questions you are having? Lokesh, cross-sectional versus, sorry. Yeah, Lokesh, cross-sectional versus sequential is not clear. Cross-sectional means order of the records are not important. Cross-sectional means order of records are not important. Cross-sectional data is also called as non-sequential data. Both are same basically. Non-sequential and sequential. Right? Next, descriptive and predictive. Shiva Krishna, clear? Sir, gender was text now. Obviously, gender is text. Gender is text only. Everyone is clear? Labeled versus unlabeled. What is Rahman? Labeled means when you are having the output variable available in the data set, it is called as labeled. Output variable is available. If output variable is available, it is called as labeled. If output variable is not available, it is called as unlabeled. Output variable is available in the given data set or not. Next, Padmavat, per time series in any column, the data should be sequential. Always, is that correct? The time series column, like a date and time. What are the date and time is there? Obviously, that will be in the sequential order only. Yeah, Shiv Krishna, just you have not added that. Okay, that is clear now for you. Though I have not added. Okay, clear now? Sir, wonderfully explained each and every concept. Done. Can we have the example for the sequential data other than time series? Other than time series, sequential order will not be there. Time series only called as sequential. Time series only called as sequential. There is no other case example without time series. There is no other example for sequential. There will be no. Answer is no. Nothing will be there. When you are having the date column, time column, after this one, after this one, then only we'll have the sequential order. Otherwise, there will be no sequential. Right, guys? Text data is sequential. Text data? Sequential. Unstructured data sequential is different. Text means here inside the, okay, what is the difference between the structured text versus unstructured text? Text will be there in the structured also, like example is gender. Male is there, female is there, male, female, like this. Or education, B.Tech, M.Tech, MBA, BBA, something. So you'll have the columns like this. So what is this one? They are called as text data within the structured, okay, which are called as categories. Categorical data. They are called as categorical data. Unstructured data is different. Unstructured data is completely different. I'm discussing only for the structured data. Sir, why you are discussing only structured data? First, what is the today's class? Today's class is our demo class, or today's class is about Chennai course, or what is today's class actually? Today's class is overview of the ML. What is ML and what are the different techniques of ML are there, and what is the meaning of ML and how it works. So in this unstructured data only not there, because ML is purely applied only on the structured data. No unstructured data. Sir, if I have to apply on the unstructured data, AI only. AI only will be applied on the unstructured. ML cannot be applied. No, not possible. ML will be applied only on the structured data, which is in the tabular format. Okay? Done? Now, is that clear? Right. So in generative AI and agentic AI, will I learn to create agent for operational work or some automation work? That is when we are discussing generative and agentic AI, you ask this question, I'll explain. Abhimanyu. Right now, I'm explaining ML. Could you please focus on the ML, please? At the end, you can ask those questions, I'll answer. Right, guys? Done. Now, here, let us get into the next one. The next topic is, okay, non-sequential. Non-sequential means structured. Non-sequential means cross-sectional. A non-sequential plus labeled. What is meant by labeled? Output variable should be available. A non-sequential plus labeled, and that too, what are the output is there? If the output is numeric, what should be the output? Numeric. Then the concept is called as regression project. What is the type of project is called as regression? Non-sequential plus labeled plus that too output should be numeric. Label means only you know what is output variable. Example for this is car price prediction or sales prediction. What are the sales we have? TV, radio, newspaper example I have shown, car price example I have shown, you know. All this comes under regression concept. That project name is called as a regression project. Now, non-sequential plus labeled, and that too output is text. What is the output is text? Then it is called as classification project. The type of project is called as classification. Okay, Srinivas, sir, you have not taken my question. Srinivas, somewhere I have missed, might be. Could you retype your question, please? Yeah, could you retype your questions? Maybe somewhere I have missed, miss. Please, one more time. Next, non-sequential labeled and that too labeled. Okay, labeled and output is numeric is called as regression. Output is text is called as classification. Coming to the sequential plus labeled. Labeled means output is available. And that too that output is numeric. This project is called as forecasting project. What is this project is called as? Forecasting. Forecasting project. Yeah, Jubair, I'm going to explain unlabeled. First, let us focus on the label followed by unlabeled. Jubair, one by one. In the sequential order, we'll discuss. Now, I'll show you three different data sets. You have to tell me, guys, which type of project these three are. Right now, what are the three I have told you? Regression, classification, forecasting. I have told you these three only. Now, first, I'll show the first example. Example number 1. Okay. This is my example number 1. Now, in this example, okay, you're seeing some data set. What is this data set? As of now, you don't understand. I have to explain the business problem first. Okay. Now, first, let me explain my business problem. What is my business problem is we have to estimate the expenses. That is, what would be the hospital expenses, medical expenses. We have to estimate medical expenses based on input variables. What is the project? Again, I'm asking, what is the project? We have to estimate, what we have to estimate? Medical expenses. Okay, now this medical expenses column is available in the given data set or not? Yes or no? Medical expenses is given in the data set or not? Yes or no? Yes. Now, I want the this answer by other students are giving, but I want the answer by one student called as Srinivas. Srinivas, could you tell me? Srinivas, I want the answer by you. Whether the output, whatever we have to estimate, whatever I have to estimate, that estimation column is available in the given data set or not? Yes or no? Srinivas, yes. If that particular whatever you are asking, if that column is available in the given data set, this data set is called as labeled data. What is this data is called as? Labeled data. Assume that this is not there. Now, what is this data set is called as? Question is same only. Question is again the same. I'm not changing the question. Estimate the medical expenses based on the input variables. Now, medical expenses column is available or not? Yes or no? No. Then what this data set is called as? Unlabeled. Simple. Srinivas, your question is clear? Labeled versus unlabeled? Done. Next. Now tell me, what are the data set was provided to us? If I bring this row here, if I bring this row to here, is there any problem? Read the given data, age of the person, gender, BMI, number of children, whether the person is smoker or not, what is the region, and we have to estimate the expenses. Any date column is available here? No. Any time column is available here? No. What is this type of data? It is called as sequential or non-sequential? Non-sequential. Non-sequential is clear. Second, labeled, unlabeled, labeled, that is also clear. What we have to estimate? Expenses. In the expenses, numeric data is there or non-numerical data is there? Numeric is there. What type of project it is called as? A regression project. Simple. Like that, we have to conclude whether what type of project it is. Yes. Why? Yeah. Values are not visible. Huh? Okay. Done. So this is called as regression project. Done. Okay. Done. Next. Question number 2. I mean data set number 2. Now my data set is whether the person is having the diabetic or not. Whether the person will get the future diabetic or not. So here I want to estimate. Okay, here 1 means yes, sir. This is meaning is yes, sir. 0 means no, basically. Yes and no. Okay, yes and no. So just I'm going to replace for this particular column, wherever the values are there 1, that is nothing but yes. Wherever it is having 0, it is no. Or let me show you one more data set. Instead of getting confused with this, let us show you one more data set. This is one more data set, guys. Now this is the data and these are the column names. Now question is, first you have to ask me without asking the question, don't decide the project. First you have to ask me the question. After the question only project will be decided. First ask me what is the question. So question is what? Means we have to predict the penguin spice. Penguin belongs to which category? Penguin. Everyone knows what is penguins? Yes. Everyone knows what is penguins? Now we are having the different types of dogs are there, breeds, dog breeds. How you are going to classify the dog breed? Based on the body shape and how it looks and multiple parameters, right? Similarly, we have to classify the breed of the penguin. Okay, this is called as penguin data set. So we have to classify the penguin. So that breed, what are the breed is that? This one. This is the breed. So what are the different types of breeds are there, miss? I'll show you the different types of breed. Just give me a minute. Since it is an Excel now. Yes. So here, what are the different breeds are available? One is Agili, Chinstrap, and Gento. 3 types of breeds are there. So based on the input data, based on what are the input data we are having, that is remaining values, in which island it will available, what is the length of cumin length. Okay, let me show you first the just give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Penguins. What are the penguins we are having? Just I'm taking the images. This is the images of the penguin. So it belongs to which breed? So here we are having the, this we call it as, okay. Now this is called as cumin depth, and this is called as length. So total 3 parameters. So here we are having the first one is called as cumin length. This is called as cumin length. What are the penguin length is there now? This is the length. Okay. Next one we are having the cumin depth. Depth means this one. What are the width we are having? That is nothing but cumin depth. This we call it as flipper length. It will do the flipping. Okay. So which we call it as flipper length. And second one, next one is called as body mass. The mass which was given in terms of grams, the underscore G. G means grams wise. It is not kgs, it is in the grams. And similarly, this is in the mm. Cumin depth, cumin length. And what is the gender? So we are having the features of the penguin. Now, based on the features of this penguin, it belongs to which category, which breed? How many of you know about the penguins? General penguin, everyone knows. But what is the breeds of that? No, right? First time you are going to learn. Then you have to do the research about that. What is penguins? How it will be? Sir, who will use this project, sir? Some different people who are going to use in the real time to classify the different penguins. Okay. Now, so here we are going to classify what are the breeds we are having. This is the breed. And in this breed, we are having the total 3 categories. Out of these 3 categories, we have to say one answer. So now, what are the breeds we want? Now, tell me, if I bring this record to this position, is there any problem? If I change the records, is there any problem? No. It is called as non-sequential. First one. Second, labeled, unlabeled. What you have to estimate? Breed you have to estimate. That breed column is available for you? Yes, that is also available. Labeled, non-sequential, labeled. That too in the output variable. This is output where you are having the text. What type of project it is called as? Classification project. It is called as classification project. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone, what is classification project means? A non-sequential labeled with the output is text is called as non-sequential IME. Classification project. Everyone is clear with the classification project? In the classification, again, we are having the 2 types. Within the classification, we are having the 2 types. The first one is called as binary classification project. Binary classification project. Second one is called as multi-class classification project. Multi-class classification project. We are having the 2 types of projects. First one is called as binary class project. Second one is called as multi-class. Now, what is binary class? If output consists of, if output variable, what are the output variable is there? If output variable has only 2 categories, then it is called as binary classification project. If the output variable has more than 2 categories, then it is called as multi-class classification project. Sir, what is categories? Categories nothing but unique value. Each category is called as each unique value. Category means nothing but unique value. One category, one unique value. Now, in this, what is output variable? Output means nothing but which we are going to estimate. Now, in this, what is the output variable? This is the column. Now, in this column, how many unique values are there, guys? Here, when you observe, how many unique values are there? 3. So, 3 unique values are there means which type of project it is called as? Multi-class classification project. Okay, it is called as multi-class classification project. Which one? Yeah. Sorry, guy. Yeah, please, everyone, right? Sir, if the output variable consists of only one category, what type of project it is called as then? If output variable consists of only one category, what type of project? Output variable. What are the output variable have? If output variable has only one category, what is that project is called as? It is not called as any project only because that is only answer now. What you have to estimate, that is only answer now, is that if two are there means out of two, one will estimate. If the person is eligible for the loan or not means we'll say that yes or no. Any one answer will say if the person is eligible for the loan, yes only is the answer means what we have to estimate, nothing to be estimated now. That is only answer, right? That is not only called as any project. Project means here minimum two categories should be there. Prediction only will be the same. There is no use. When you are having the output variable of one category, there is no use. We are not going to estimate that. Okay, that we call it as unimportant column itself. Could you give, please show us unique value again? There is no project with unique value. Oh, you are asking that, okay, here in the Excel sheet, you are asking to show the unique values. Huh? Okay, these are the unique values. Is the point is clear? Everyone. Exactly. Dhananjay, that is the Python code. Okay. Now, let us have the, now let us focus on the unlabeled now. Yeah, Mishir. For example, whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. Loan status is there. Yes or no. Yes, no, yes. Like this you are having. Now in that, how many categories are there? Two categories. Two categories are there, miss. It is called as binary classification. Is the point is clear? Now, next, let us go with the next one. Example number, next one. As we are discussing multiple examples, I am not saying the number. Just now come to this example, guys. This is the question. This is the data set was given. And here I'm having the date and passengers. First, let me ask the business problem. What is the project about? The project is about, we have to estimate the number of passengers. We have to estimate number of passengers for next 6 months. For the next 6 months, we have to estimate the number of passengers. Okay. Right now, so here we are having the like this. So year September 1958, October 1958, like this we are having the order of the records. Next July 1960, August 1960, September 1960, like this we are having. For the next 6 months, we have to estimate the number of passengers. Means next 6 values we have to estimate. From based on this next 6 values we have to estimate. That is the question. Based on the what are the data was given, based on that we have to estimate the next 6 values. Is the point is clear? Now tell me guys, first this one, if I change this order to this position, if I change the order, is that okay? Yes or no? This is called as sequential data or non-sequential data. It is called as sequential data. First, this is clear now. Okay, done. Sequential. Now what they're asking for us, number of passengers. Whether number of passengers column is available in our data set. What are the column was there? Number of passengers. Yes, this is available. What the type of data it is called as? Labeled. And in the number of passengers, whatever we have to estimate, in that numbers are there, text is there, numbers is there. That is numeric. Output is numeric. What type of project it is called as now? It is called as forecasting project. Is the point is clear, everyone? Sequential plus label plus output is numeric is called as forecasting project. Perfect, guys. Yes, weather forecasting also, obviously. Amar, weather forecasting, GDP forecasting. Indian central finance ministers, they'll forecast next year. Next year, this would be the GDP, or next month, this would be the inflation value. What are they estimating? Everything is forecasting projects only. Based on the every month data, next month inflation will be decided. House price prediction is a regression project, obviously, right? Correct, exactly. Everyone is clear up to here? Now, whoever the students are clear, type clear. Whoever the students are not clear till now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Suppose there is a project in which time series is also there, like you said, that inflation. For inflation, there is a time series, there is a time column. But inflation will depend on other features first. There are a lot of features inflation will depend on. So government also find out that what will be the prediction or forecasting for inflation. So that really comes under a regression project or a forecast.
Time series one.
Time series.
That is forecasting project. Stock market is a forecasting project. Absolutely. Vaibhav. Perfect. Sequential plus label plus output is text will not be there. No. Whoever the students are not clear, only now those students please respond. Others don't respond. I request only the students who are not clear. Not clear only. Sneha is asking, sir, forecasting alone, can you explain one more time if possible? Sure, 100%. Sneha, forecasting means nothing but what is forecasting? Sequential order. The order of the record should be sequential. Means you should have the time series variable. First, you should know what is time series variable. That is the reason first I have told you the types of variables. Okay. So time series, the order will be important. Sequential order. Next, I told you what is label. Label means output is available. What are the output is available? If that output is numeric, then it is called as forecasting. Only difference between the forecasting versus regression project. These both, what is the difference means? Sequential versus non-sequential. Both are same. Order of the records are important means regression. Order of the records are not important means regression. If it is important, forecasting. Both are as it is same. Just order of the records. Regression versus forecasting project is just order of the records. Remaining everything is same. Right? Sneha, your question is clear? Next, after the Sneha, forecast Lokesh. But in prediction, we have to find out output with ML where variable is not available. That is next one. Lokesh, wait for the unlabeled. I have not explained the unlabeled till. Wait. Wait for another few minutes. I'll explain the unlabeled also. In the same way. I'm not clear about the supervised versus unsupervised. Gayatri, supervised means output is available. Till now, you have not seen the unlabeled data. Na? Let us focus on the unlabeled first. Then automatically you'll understand that. Gayatri. Sir, if you have a mixed value in the output variable, example, number and text, both are available. What type of project? It is called as wrong data. That column is called as wrong data. There will be never a combination of both of them. Then we call it as wrong data. And we have to do the data cleaning, proper data cleaning. right? Sir, why to name the projects like regression classification? Because classification means in the output you'll have the classes. Categories are also called as classes. Identifying to which class they belongs to is called as classification. Classifying. Basically, you're classifying. Classifying means classes. Classes means where you are having the output of classes. Next, Vasant is asking, is there any project where output has the two variables? Instead of one output variable, do we have any two variables? For example, in the output, I want to estimate whether the person will get the job or not. If he gets the job, what is the salary? This is the question. Salary is called as number. Whether he'll get the job or not is called as yes or no. Now here, whether the person will get the job or not, yes or no. And what is the salary, right? Now I want to estimate both of them. This one and this one, both of them I want to estimate. As one of the student is asking, if I have to estimate two columns at a time, what I have to do? First, first you have to complete based on the input data, based on what are the input columns are given. First, estimate whether the person will get the job or not. First, complete this one. Up to here. What we call it as classification. In this, don't include this one. Don't include the salary. First, complete the classification. For the classification, if the answer is yes, then we have to estimate the salary. Then this one you consider as one of the input for your second project. This is as the input, and then you continue with the salary. At a time, we cannot do both of them. Now, automatically, this output will become the input for the next project. So, for example, here, first column, second column, third column, fourth column, and fifth column. So, based on 5 columns, you estimate the output first, which is yes and no. That is called as classification. Now, based on the 6 columns means 5, along with that, this one also as one of the input. Now, estimate the salary. So, it's a 2 projects. Is the point is clear? At a time, we cannot do both of them by including 2 output variables at a time. Vasant, is your question is clear? Done. Everyone is clear, guys? Now, let us focus. Till now, we have discussed labeled. All these 3 of them are called as supervised ML only. All 3 of them are called as supervised ML techniques. Now, let us focus on the unsupervised ML techniques. Next one. Yes, obviously, Shiva Krishna, there is one data set which is available. Whether you will get the job or not also it will tell. Based on the past data, based on the past, which type of students has got the job, which type of students has not got the job. Based on that, you belongs to which category also if you are having one data set for that. Just you input your data and automatically you will get the whether you will get the job or not. So these 3 of them are called as supervised ML. Now let us focus on the non-unsupervised ML. Next one is unsupervised ML. Let us focus on that. Unsupervised means unlabeled. There is no label for that. It is unlabeled. So let us see what is unlabeled. Then without output, then what will predict, how ML will be applied, what is this logic, and what we'll do. All these things let us understand one by one. Before understanding that, let us have small break of 10 minutes. Because it is a 3-hour session now, let us have the 10 minutes break. And from there, we'll continue. That is, our time is 7:52 to 8:02 break. And from 8:02 to 9, we'll continue. Out of which half an hour we'll have the unsupervised. Remaining half an hour we'll have the doubts. Last half an hour we'll have the doubts. Done, guys? 10 minutes break. Your countdown starts now. Siddh is asking a question. Sir, even in the olden days, all these kinds of websites, we have to estimate something means it was done earlier before ML and AI. Absolutely. That is the difference between the statistics versus ML. Earlier, before to that, they used to do the with the statistics. I'll explain with one example so that you'll understand more clearly the difference. Siddh. Yeah, Ahmad. Sir, it is a 3 hour class or workshop. It is workshop for the new students. It is regular class for the existing students. For my students, it is our regular class. For the new students who has going to join the new batch, for them it is a workshop. It is a free class for them. Point is clear? Mishir Joshi, sir, please answer sequence plus label plus text. Why not possible? Think any project like that. Think in your mind something which you have to estimate so that you will only get the answer why it is not possible. Next, new students will get the same class again if we join the course. Obviously, right? Shailendra, could you please share the course content? Sure. Shailendra, you can, at the end, I'll share you the course content shortly. Next, Veda. Sir, I'm BTech CSC, AI and Future Technologies student. Do you currently offer any Gen AI, Agentic AI, LLM, or AI internship program for beginners? If yes, could you share the syllabus, duration, fees, project details, and placement support information? There is no internship program. Here we are having a normal program which is related to Gen and Agentic AI. At the end, we'll discuss that. Yeah, Google says it is possible in NLP. Yeah, here structured or unstructured. Ask NLP is structured or unstructured to the same Google. Don't simply type only sequential labeled or something. You also add the structured, the word structured. Joshi. What are the Google has answered now? Same Google you ask. Are you saying this question answer for structured or unstructured? Then unstructured, I'm not discussing here, right? Joshi, now you understand the difference? Ashwita, I didn't attend the classes before, sir. Today is my first class. For ML overview, there is no connection with the previous class. For ML, there is no connection with the previous class. New batch details, we are having the connection that I'll discuss at the end. Ashwita, I will discuss at the end. Please wait for another half an hour. I'll discuss shortly. Pankaj, Ashwita, Veda Sahasra, Sneha. What is the difference between AI and ML? Predicting future values. ML is working on the structured data, AI unstructured data. Go to the starting of today's class. Sir, I have missed some first half an hour due to the work. I can get the recording. 100% you'll get the recording. Both existing students and new students, both of you can check the recording. And this class is getting live right now in the YouTube also. In the Naresh IT YouTube channel, it is going live right now. If you want, you can play from the starting. Okay, guys. Now let's get into the next topic. Everyone are back from the break. Right? Now let us get into the next topic called as unlabeled data. Heading is unlabeled. What is unlabeled? Unlabeled means no output variable is available. Now output variable is available is called as unlabeled. Okay, unlabeled data. What is unlabeled data? No output variable is available. Is called as unlabeled. ML technique. ML applied on unlabeled data is called as unsupervised ML. Okay. Actually, I have to ask in the starting, but now I am asking the question. Whether everyone are able to understand my writing, right? Online students, everyone? Okay, done. Okay, it's clear or not? Done. So when you are not having the output variable, it is called as unlabeled data. When you are having the output variable, then it is called as labeled data. Now let us take the multiple examples one by one. I will not show you just as one example. I will show you the multiple examples. Okay. The example, next example here, we are having the something like this. A data is like this. Now, yeah, existing students, I know. I'm asking about the new students who are attending completely as the workshop today. Now, first example number one, your YouTube. Let us start with the YouTube. Okay, in the YouTube, you are watching one video. You are watching one video. What are the video you're watching? Of course, it is unstructured, but I'll convert this one as structure like this. In that particular related to this video, I'm having the information like this. For example, this video belongs to which genre? The video belongs to which genre? What is the length of the video? What is the language of that video? Which language it belongs to? What are the language? And what is the genre of the video, language, length, and what is the content of the video? What is the relevant content of that particular video? Like this, I'm having the different column names. If it is something related to movie or content is like movie, whether it is news or whether it is series, web series, something, or based on that. Okay, genre means as we know, action, thriller, this one. All these things comes under genre. Gender, sorry, content is this one, and language. What is the length of that time? What is the length and everything? Now, this is actual length. What is the length of that particular video? For example, length of that video is 4 minutes 25 seconds. 4 minutes 25 seconds. In that, how much time you watched is the another column. What is another column? Your watch time. Your watch time is one more column. From that, it is going to calculate the percentage. How much percentage of the video you have watched. This percentage is 90% means that indicates that you are 90% interested on this particular video. How much, which type of videos you are watching completely, that is shows that you are interested more on that particular videos. Whether you have clicked on the like button or not, you have entered any like or not, whether have you entered any comment or not. Like this you are having yes or no, just yes or no. I'm not discussing about the comment. You have given any comment or not, whether have you subscribed to that channel or not. Like this, I'm having the data about this video. This is the data which is in the structured format. Now, based on this, we have to estimate or we have to predict the which video you are going to watch. We have to do the recommendation. What is a business problem? What is a business problem or what is the project about? We have to predict. We have to predict or we have to estimate or we have to recommend next video. We have to predict what would be the next video for you, which is relevant next video. Now, whether any output column is available like that, whatever we have to estimate, any column name is available like that directly. In this example, are you having or not? Yes or no? Whatever we have to estimate, that column name is directly available. Is that column name is directly available? Anuranjan is saying that yes, others are saying no, no, no. Anu, according to you, what is the output column? Which is the output column we have to estimate? Which column name? In this out of them, which is the output column? In this output column is which one? Output variable is which one? What is output variable in all these column names? Within the column names, whether the person has applied the subscribe button or not. Subscribe, yes or no? Okay, yes means yes, no means no, like this. Sir, first column, Anuranjan is saying that what is the question? Relevant second next video. But here you are having the yes or no only, na? Means, for example, if the person has subscribed to a particular video, I mean particular channel, are you going to recommend for him that one? Like that, for example, I have subscribed for 100 YouTube channels. Which video will show on the top? As per your requirement, which one will be shown on the top? Anuranjan, are you having the mobile phone with you? Could you open in your YouTube app? You are going to get some list of videos. How the first video was selected by the YouTube for you? You have selected multiple YouTube channels for multiple YouTube channels. You have done the subscribe button. How? Particularly this one. There is any category yes and no. Are you going to predict whether the person will subscribe or not? My question is whether the person will subscribe the channel or not. If this is the question, then output variable is available. But the question is estimate the next video. So your Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Hotstar. I mean, it is not Disney, right? Now Geo. Sorry, my mistake. It is Geo. Geo Hotstar or any other OTT, including your YouTube. All these things are working on the single logic called as unsupervised ML. All of them are working on the concept called as unsupervised ML. There is no output variable is available for them. So we are going to recommend, the recommendation will be done. Whatever we are going to have the recommend, that we call it as recommendation engines. The algorithm name is called as recommendation project. What is the project name? Recommendation project. So when they ask you to recommend or when they ask you to estimate or predict what would be the next one, based on this, this is called as recommendation engine project, recommendation project. All OTT platforms, how many are there in the world? Everything. Your YouTube, your e-commerce, like this one. I'll show you with an example, live example, one more, that is called as Amazon website. Amazon website is the very best website for ML and AI project. For all the things it is available here. Okay, not only front end or back end or something, multiple things are available in the Amazon website. Now, if I open here Amazon website, and if I select any particular product if I am selecting, okay, if I scroll down, here I am having the asking a question about this particular product is called as chatbot. This is GenAI project. Chatbot is a GenAI project. Keep this one side. Brought together. This is another project. Let us keep this one side. Now here it is going to say that relevant items customers are likely to buy. This is only called as recommendation engines. It is recommending for us. What it is recommending? Some additional products. What are the type of product you have watched? Based on that, it is recommending for you. So this we call it as a recommendation engine. How the recommendation engines works based on this. So it is recommending for us additional products which are relevant to you. Okay. So customers frequently viewed means this particular product who has viewed, they also have viewed this product. This is another project. For all these projects, there is no particular output variable. Without output variable, it is just recommending. So within the unsupervised ML techniques, total we are having the 3 types of techniques. How we are in the supervised, we are having the 3 of them. In the unsupervised also, we are having 3. Regression, classification, forecasting, how we are having. Here we are having the 3 of them. The first one is called as clustering. Second one is called as recommendation engines. Third one is called as association rules. Total 3. For these 3 of them, no output variable. Example, with dataset I'll show you. Okay, dataset, please observe. This structured dataset should be obviously structured only. I'm not discussing unstructured. Here is a column called as one is serial number. This is called as serial number. Ignore that serial number. This is not having any use. Why it is not having use means because there is no pattern inside that. Sequential order of numbers. Okay, here I'm having the movie. Avatar movie, Pirates of Caribbean, John Carter, Avengers. Like this, we are having the different movie names. Multiple movie names are there, and the movie which the genres belongs to. Now, for example, I'm interested with the Avengers movie. I have just watched the Avengers movie, and in the Netflix. Now, which movie it is going to recommend for me based on the Avengers? That is the next one, right? Just I watched what Avengers movie. For Avengers movie, what is the it belongs to? What is the genres it belongs to? Science, fiction, action, and adventure. So it will identify exactly the same 4 genres. Is there any other movie with the same 4 names as it is? Not one extra, not one less. Exactly the same 4 should be there. Order might be different, but same 4 should be there. If any other movie is there exactly with the same genre, it is going to recommend for me that one. Okay. Now, as an example, I'll show you. Here, I assume that I am interested with the Avatar. So first, how it knows that you are interested on that? Avatar movie's total length is 3 hours, 4 minutes, something like this, 12 seconds. This is actual time. Now, what is my watch time? Watch time is exactly 3 hours, 4 minutes, 12 seconds. Means how much I am interested on the Avatar? It will calculate in this. My interest, it will not ask, sir, rating. Give the rating 9 star, 3 star, 4 star. It will not ask rating, but still it will understand. How it will understand means based on my watch time. How much time for example, you are skipping in the entire 3 hours, you have skipped almost 2 hours and you have watched only 1 hour. How much percent you are interested? 33% you are interested. Of course, the entire time will be converted into the seconds. In this seconds, it will total what are the time you have got. In that, it will remove the initial titles, end titles cards also, it will remove the time. Balance time only it will calculate. In the Netflix, it is designed like that. Once we enter into the subject, we'll understand that. Okay. Example purpose, right now I'm showing this one. For that we call it as data processing. Once we enter into the subject, you'll understand. Okay. Data processing is different. Now, so here, if I'm interested with the Avatar, so Avatar belongs to action, adventure, fantasy, science, and fiction. So once I'm interested with this particular movie, immediately it is going to recommend for me action, adventure, fantasy, science, and fiction. As the same 5 of them are available for the Superman Returns. So it is going to recommend for me this. Sir, here also same is there, no sir. 4 only is there now. How much correlation between these two is? Out of 5, 4 are matching here. 4 out of 5, 80% only. But this one, 100% it is matching. So for whoever the person has watched the Avatar movie, it will recommend the Avengers Age of Ultron. It will recommend Superman Returns. Superman Returns will be recommended than this. Sir, what about this one, sir? 4 only, na? John Carter has 4. This has 4. 80% only matching. Sir, what about this one, sir? 60% is matching. In this, action only matching. Crime is not there. Drama is not there. Thriller is not there. 20% only matching. These two movies are matching with 20%. So which movie is matching more? This is Man of Steel. Is matching again 100%. Which movie is matching 100% correlation? It is going to recommend for me. There is no output variable here. Just based on the pattern. And whatever the similarity score, the max behind this is similarity score. How much similarity is there? Is the point is clear? Sir, why it has to consider only genre, sir? It will not consider the hero name. Hero name column is not there now. If it is there, that one also will be added. Heroine name column is there. That one also will be added. Like that, how many columns are there? Every column will be considered. Here, just based on the movie, whatever I have watched, just based on the genres, it has to recommend for me. That is a business problem. Based on the genres, based on the hero name, based on the heroine name, based on the director name, based on the other parameters, how many columns are there? Everything we have to consider for our recommendation. How many columns they give? Everything we have to consider. Here they have given only one column name called as genres. Based on the genres, we have to recommend. Is the point is clear? Sir, Man of Steel is having 100%. This is also having 100%. Which one will be recommended first? When everything is same, sequential order, which has come first, that one will be shown there. If everything is same. For example, in this hero is same. In this hero is different. These both the movies hero is same. In this and in this SRK is the hero. In this also SRK is the hero. In this Pawan is the hero. Example, I don't know English movie hero names. Just I'm writing randomly. Now, which movie it will recommend after watching the Avatar? Obviously, Superman Returns it will recommend. Simple. Sir, for example, this one is also SRK only, sir. Then hero name, sir. Sir, heroine not there, sir. Only hero and genres are there. Then alphabetical order, sir. Which movie come first alphabetical order or which movie will come in the sequential order? That movie. If everything is same, now if you ask me the question, sir, which eye you are interested, right eye or left eye? Both are doing the same work, miss. Everything, not even minute difference is there, miss. Then which one I have to select? But you are asking any one only. I can't set both of them. Any one. Right eye or left eye? Which one you are interested? Basically, there is no answer for that because both are doing the same work as it is. Blindly, I have to select one, miss, left eye. Because L letter will come first. After that, R letter will come. Reason is simple. Alphabetical order. When everything is same, finally it will go to the alphabetical order. Is the point is clear? Right. So we choose why we need to match at the time of coding. Exactly. Person to person, again, it is called as personalized. Within the recommendation engines, again, different types of recommendation engines are there. Person to person, everything. So that is recommendation engines. Now coming to the association rules. Association rules means the best example for association rules is DMART. DMART is the best example. Okay. Most of the people, if they purchase this product, okay, for example, if I purchase the sugar packet in DMART, sugar packet of 1 kg, which is by Madhu, I have purchased this packet. Which packet I'm going to purchase another one? What is the other product I'm going to purchase? If I purchase the sugar, what is the other one which I'm going to purchase? Miss, first, in the entire transactions of DMART, in the DMART total, 1 lakh transactions will be there. 1 lakh or 10,000. What are the transactions? In these transactions, how many people has purchased sugar 1 kg? First, it will be separated. Okay, assume in this 10,000, 100 people has purchased the sugar 1 kg. Now, in this 1 kg sugar, these 100 people, which product commonly they have purchased? What is the another product which they have commonly purchased? That one is called as association. Now, if you purchase the bread, what is the one you are going to purchase along with the bread?
Yeah.
Now in the DMart, where the bread will be there? In the refrigerator or somewhere, the location will be there. Na? Near to the bread only jam also will be located. Just go to the DMart and observe. In the DMart, whatever the order of the items you are seeing, that is not the randomly they have not kept that one. That is everything is which is associated if this product is there. Now, wherever the cool drinks are there only the chips packets will be available in the DMart. If you observe. For example, in the DMart corner, they have kept the some chips, cool drinks, not in the refrigerator, outside only they have kept. Assume inside the fridge, instead of fridge, outside only they have kept. There only exactly the chips packet also will be there. That is simple logic. Whenever we see the cool drinks, automatically we turn our head now, their chips packet also will be available, and automatically we'll add the one chips packet in our basket, which is most commonly associated. If you purchase the laptop, additional to laptop, what you will purchase? Laptop charger is included in the laptop only. Assume laptop and laptop charger is included. What additionally you are going to purchase? Keyboard, bag, this one. So that one only it is going to show for us in the. If this is the laptop product, per laptop product which is commonly associated with frequently brought together. Whoever has purchased this product, they also have purchased these products. So first they have separated in the entire Amazon database who purchased this particular product. First they have separated. In that, who has purchased, in that which is most commonly repeated, highly. That one was recommended for us. Is the point is clear? Just identifying the pattern here. There is no output variable. There is no output variable. Just based on the input data pattern, we are going to do this. Is the point is clear? Frequently brought together is called as associated. Frequently associated means one you brought means second one. Okay, this is best example for the shopping. Example of DMart, example of Amazon. Wherever the shopping is there, association rules will be applicable. Okay, even in my case, why association rules they lack? What is the purpose of association rules? To attract the more business. What DMart is doing for the association rules means, if they keep the chips packet somewhere else, what happens? Why they have to keep exactly side to the cool drinks only? To improve the business. Because they'll not go to that position. So in the starting one is there, in the ending one is there, miss. Now, if you have observed in the DMart, okay, DMart or Reliance Mart or whatever it is, in the starting, the security check will be there, right? Once you cross the security check, starting, first product will be there, chocolates and biscuits. What is the reason behind that?
It's one.
Exactly, because the parents, they bring the kids. If you keep the chocolates and biscuits at the corner, directly they'll go to the corner and they'll skip all the items. To satisfy the kid. If the kid was not satisfied, means shopping cannot be done fully. It has to be done very presently and freely. It has to be done, means first the kid has to be satisfied. Kid will be satisfied by giving one biscuit packet or at least one chocolate or something. That is the reason. Simple reason. They have observed. Whatever they have observed, according to that, they are developing the business. Now, what I have observed is, with the free word, we are able to get the PM only. If the PM says this is free, that is free, miss, we'll have the PM only. If Narendra Modi says 10 items are free, 10 items free, miss, Narendra Modi is PM. If Rahul Gandhi says 20 items are free, miss, there is a high probability for the Rahul Gandhi to become the PM. So free is having the more impact in our India. Okay, that is what I have observed. Based on my observation, for Chennai and Agentic AI, free ML course. What is this is called as? Pure business. Association. I have applied association rule in my business. Simple. Nothing special. Based on what are the data we have observed, what is the pattern, which type of things. That too I can't do the irrelevant now. Unrelevant things I can't give, right? Sir, can you give the Power BI free of cost, sir? Or can you give this that one free of cost, means SAP or something? Instead of that, just I want to add one word called as free, and that too which is more relevant. It should not be directly integrated in the course, but it should be important. How it has to be done? What is the logic? Just I applied my logic and I'm getting the more number of students in my case. I have improved my business when compared to other trainers. That is association rule which I have applied. Now, for students to work on the large data, obviously every student will be interested to work on the large data. I have to explain to the students with some amount of data, and I have to give from them some task to practice for them, the projects or something, which I will recommend for them. What I'll say that these are the projects which we are going to do. These many projects which you are going to do. Basically, what I'm doing there, I'm recommending for them to do these projects. I'm recommending for you to do the certification. That is one of them. Just I'm applying what are the ML techniques or different types of techniques are there. I'm just applying the logics. When I want to purchase any house in the Hyderabad also, I'll apply the ML logic only. What are the data set is available in the Hyderabad? What are the in this area, Amirpet, what are the house prices are there? According to that, I'll gather the information. I'll apply the ML and I'll estimate the house price. Then I'll do the negotiation. Not only me, any person like a DLF, any real estate company will do the same thing. House price prediction is by real estate companies. Association rule is clear now? Everyone? Now, what is clustering then? Finally, left is clustering. Clustering is called as grouping of similar students. Here I am having the different category students are there. Various category students are there. They are having the just education, CGPA, what are the BTech, MBA, MCA, something like this education and BTech experience like this we are having. Now I want to group the students. Some of the students are from non-IT, some of the students are from IT. Some of them are having the already experience in ML and data science or something. Some of the students are not having the experience. Now, for example, total for this particular course, 200 students has registered offline. Offline means classroom. 200 students has registered. But the classroom was not sufficient for the 200 students. Maximum we can accommodate only 100 students. I have to separate it 100. Selecting randomly 100 students and keeping in one class. Instead of that, I'm going to identify the similar students, that is who are from non-IT. In that, within that, how many people are less experienced. Like this, we are going to group the similar students. Why I'm going to group the similar students? Because for all this type of students, one type of example will be easy to understand. For non-IT students, the examples will be different. For IT students, the examples will be different. For experienced people, the examples are different. For non-experienced people, the examples will be different. Experienced people always will think that, sir, in the production point of view. For freshers, they don't know what is meant by production only. The word production only, they don't know. They know only the concept names. But experienced people will say that, sir, in the production, we'll do like this now, that one, this one. They are using the word production means they are experienced, basically. So for these people, we have to go in one way. So here we have to group the similar kind of students. So here I'm going to take an example, guys. One more. So now this one. Okay, this is one more data set where I'm having the mall customer data set. And this is marketing. Now, some of the students, some of the people in this class, you are going to get the from bank. I assume that you have seen from the bank exclusively offer for you. Exclusive offer for you. For you means only for you. For the similar kind of people who has done the similar kind of transactions. Similar transactions in the entire database of that one. Who has done the similar kind of transactions? For all these people, they'll select the one type of offer. Every offer will not be the same for every person. Certain offers are applicable for certain people. Certain offers are not applicable for certain people. They're identifying the similar kind of people. So here also, I'm having the annual income spending score. Based on what are the annual income? So this person is getting the $19,000 $19,000. They have given K dollar. K means $1,000. So $19,000 they are getting the annual income, and inside that he is spending the 72% of the amount. 72%. This is percentage. 72% he is spending. This person also getting the 19,000. Same 19,000 he is also getting, but he is spending only 3%. This person is having the one type of income with low spending. Is low spending. These people are having the high spending. Now, I will ask a simple question, guys. In this class, how many of you have purchased earlier in the Amazon and Flipkart? Raise your hand. Okay, most of you, right? Including me. I'm also going to raise, obviously. Exclusively only the Great Indian Festival sale time only you will purchase. Means literally to say, if there is an offer only I will purchase. If no offer, I will not purchase even one product. How many of you are there? Rise. Only offer time. Only offer time. Remaining time, I will not even open that website also. Now, separation, na? This type of group people. For these people, we are going to do the separate email marketing. Whenever there is an offer, these people will get the multiple mails to them automatically. These people will get attracted by seeing the word called as offer. This type of marketing is different. For these people, the marketing is different by Amazon. They are identifying the different categories of people who are exclusively purchasing during the offer time, who are not purchasing during the offer time. One of the column is your transaction at the time of the time offer is available or not. Yes or no. In your entire transaction, one of the column is offer column. Offer dates during the offer date. Offer means for every product discount will be there. That I'm not saying about that one. Credit card discount or nothing. I'm saying exclusively offer days will be there, right? On offer days you are purchasing or non-offer day. Offer day or non-offer day. Is the point is clear? Like that, it is taking the complete information. Which type of product you are interested, which time you are purchasing, all these things, and they're segregating and they are doing the marketing basically. Understood, guys? Now here also, now I want to target to the people who are getting the high income with low spending. I want to target these people. They are having the money, but they are not spending. How to attract these people? To attract means first I have to separate now. To separate them, I have to do the clustering, group them. The best example for the clustering is COVID. During the entire COVID, India was divided into 3 parts. Irrespective of state, village, city, it was divided into 3. What is that 3 is called as green zone, orange zone, red zone. Entire India was divided into 3 clusters, 3 groups. Why they have divided? To do the better administration. So for COVID, the only option for the COVID is to control. It has to be controlled. If you control the red zone, automatically the COVID situation will be under control. If you are unable to control this red zone people, if government doesn't focus more on the red zone, then automatically this is going to get spread and it is going to impact on the other zones. To control the COVID, the option is what? To control that situation, we have to stop the expanding. So how you can stop that expanding means first you have to identify that where you have to give the more amount of rules. Government is having some tablets or mask or anything where it has to distribute. First priority has to be given to where. So it was identified that like that. Where more severity is there, there they have done the things and finally they brought into the control. By doing the clustering only they have done that. Sir, MLR statistics means it's a combination of multiple. Once you see the data, once you see the what are the columns are involved and what is the problem, based on that we'll decide everything. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone understood? So total, these are the 6. That is 3, this is 3. Total 6 of them we are going to learn in our entire ML course. On every Saturday, whatever the ML we are having, all 6 of them we are going to learn. Total 25 algorithms are there. Not 1 or 2. 25 different algorithms are there for all these 6. We are going to have in the regression also, simple regression, multiple regression, binary class, multi-class. In the clustering also, different types of, in the recommendation also, types are there. Everything, total 25 plus algorithms we are going to have. And we are going to have the 6 projects. For each of them, one project. For regression, one project. For classification, one project. Like this, we are going to do the total 6 projects from ML in our next 8 weekends, one by one. Today is completely theory. Just I have given you the overview of the ML. Next week onwards, completely it is going to be the max. What are the max behind that? How the algorithm works, and along with the practical, that is by using the Python. Only my existing students only can learn this one. Why? Because next one, class was not completed yet. Still more is there. Next, you have to write the finally steps involved. Everyone make a note of this, and with this we'll end. This is the last topic for today's class. Okay, steps involved in ML project. What are the steps involved in the ML project? First, business problem understanding. First, you should know what is business problem. Without understanding the business problem, we cannot move. Business problem is called as project. Understanding. This is the first step. Second step, you are going to load the data. Either the data will be in the Excel or CSV or database, everything. Anything can be there. First, you have to load the data. Okay. Next, once you load the data, third step, we have to do the data understanding. That is nothing but each and every column name we should know. If the data was given in the multiple tables, we have to combine the multiple tables. While loading the data itself, we are going to do this. Next, we are going to do the data exploration. Exploration means internal values. What is the internal values are given to us? We have to explore the data. Once we explore the data, once we do the data exploration, fifth one is called as data cleaning. We have to clean the data. Wrong data will be there, missing values will be there, worst data will be there. We have to properly clean. Next, we have to transform the data. That is, we call it as data wrangling, or another name of this one is called as data transformations. Then we have to apply the ML algorithms. How many algorithms are applicable for that particular project? How many of them are there? Everything we have to try, because we don't know which is best. We have to try all ML algorithms relevant to project. Relevant. For regression projects, regression algorithms only. Classification algorithms we cannot apply. Or forecasting algorithms we cannot apply. Whichever the algorithms are applicable for that particular project, we have to try all of them. 10 are there means 10 we have to apply, 4 are there means 4 we have to apply, 2 is there means 2 we have to apply. How many are there? Everything we have to apply. And we have to evaluate the algorithms, that is accuracy. How much accuracy we have to do. Sir, how we can evaluate? By dividing the data into trained data, text data. That we are going to discuss in our regular class, next one. So we are going to evaluate, that is called as accuracy. We are going to calculate the accuracy. And from that, we are going to identify the best model, that is nothing but called as best algorithm. We are going to apply multiple now. So out of multiple, we'll identify the best algorithm, that we call it as best model. This identifying the best model is called as model selection. We are going to do the model selection. In bracket, identifying the best algorithm, which is more suited, means which has given the highest accuracy. Identify the best ML algorithm which has given highest accuracy. That particular model, what are the model we have identified? That particular model we have to save the model, and that model only we are going to deploy, means using the real time for the future prediction. Is that clear? These are the steps in the development part, not operations. In this, ML operations is not included. I'm just showing you the development from the scratch level to finally using that model. Operation means once we deploy this one, again we'll get the new data, right? For that, we are going to predict. After prediction was completed, that data again will be used as the past data for the next algorithm. Next one. It is a continuation process. Don't confuse unnecessarily. Here it is not required as of now. As of now, we require the order, which is called as this one. And we are going to do all these steps in the project that we call it as capstone project. Okay, everything we are going to do from the starting to ending. Like that, how many projects we are going to do? 6 projects. In the same order, 11 steps will be there. And this 11 steps, what we are having is called as CRISP-DM project methodology. This all the steps is called as CRISP-DM project methodology. CRISP-DM is CR stands for cross. CR stands for cross. I stands for industry. S stands for standard. T stands for process. DM stands for data mining. So it is a cross industry standard process for data mining. Means across all the industry, same steps has to be done for the ML. Whether it is healthcare project, whether it is finance project, whether it is biotechnology project, whether it is automobile project, order is same only. We cannot change the order. This project methodology only, which is called as pipeline. This we call it as ML pipeline. The above steps are called as ML pipeline. In the 6 projects, we are going to implement all the 11 steps, including the deployment. Like that, we are going to do total how many? 6 projects. What are those 6 projects? One is regression, one is classification, one is clustering, one is recommendation, one is association, one is forecasting. So like that, what are the 6 total 6 techniques are there? For all the 6 techniques, we are going to apply 6. Each and everything.
Model influence that model influence.
Model
Influence.
Obviously, here whether it is a good model or bad model will be in the evaluation. In the evaluation, it is having the multiple or there. One is called as accuracy, cross validation, plus overfitting, underfitting. Like this, multiple things are there. I will explain in the further in the class one by one. Whether it is a good model or a bad model, and we are going to inference the model, whether it is a good or bad, based on this. Based on the evaluation, we are going to inference. And from that, we are going to select finally. Okay, guys? This is the order.
When we say deployment, it is with the front end, without front.
Front end only, obviously.
With front.
But how to design the front end, I will not explain.
Yeah.
Streamlit application,
Yeah.
example, Flask application. Development will deployment will be done in the front end, that is Streamlit Flask like this. A fast APIs also is the part of our course.
Fast API. Nowadays people are using fast API. for the asynchronous.
People are using everything, not this one, that one. In one company, one person. In the outside market, one person is using Samsung, one person is using Oppo, one person is using Vivo. We cannot conclude that most number of people are using Samsung. You can't conclude like that, because multiple people are using multiple things.
Yes. But
Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone understood? Now, so yeah, data understanding, data exploration looks similar. Whoever the new students are there, obviously you have the questions. Whoever the all the existing students, my students, already you know data understanding, data exploration, and you know what is this steps. Already we have completed multiple projects for some of the students. Everyone knows, right? All the existing students, you can leave now. This is for you. And automatically the notes will be uploaded for you in the Google Drive. In your respective Google Drive, it will be uploaded. For all the existing students, the notes will be uploaded in your Google Drive. And the recording will be available automatically in the Google Classroom, and it is also available in the YouTube. Only Saturday. Yes, in the YouTube it will be permanent, lifelong, as it is a workshop. All the existing students, you can leave now. I'm going to discuss only with the new students. Others, you can leave.
in forecasting, we can discuss multi-variant profit from link for this.
Syllabus copy you can receive. You can take that one and you can see step by step. Book references, please, on ML. I'm going to share you the multiple books. In that ML book also will be added in your Google Drive. Directly in your Google Drive only you can see that. Dinesh. Yeah. Others you can leave. Who are not having any questions, you can leave. I mean, sorry. All my existing students, you can leave. Only new students stay back. Others you can leave. Existing students, you can leave. Only new students, please stay back. Both offline and online. Sir, how we can know how many algorithms we can apply for a particular? That is the reason you are sitting here, right? That I'll explain all those things. Shrikar. Next, whoever the new students are there. Jaya Reddy. Hi Shiva. First, I want to say that your explanations are very clear and easy to understand. Your teaching style is excellent. Thank you. Since my request is non-technical, admin, please answer to my question. Uh, I would have the extension of the videos for more number of days by paying extra fees. No, that option is not there. Anu, could you please share the detailed syllabus? For detailed syllabus, you have to contact the admin, and we have shared you the admin number, right? You are having the admin number. Sir, every video of ML will be posted on YouTube. No, only this video. Because we are having the new batch now. So that is the reason we have created one workshop to have the awareness of this one. Because some of the new students, they don't know how I'll teach, right? Subject, they don't know. They'll think that demo, sir is explaining the demo very clearly, but regular class, he may not explain. They'll think like this. So how my regular class would be there? In the same way I have explained. Right? My how so my by workshop, what is the thing we are going to say to the students is how we'll explain the concepts. Tomorrow ML LLM workshop. If you want to observe one more time, how the way of teaching would be there, you can join. Otherwise, no need. Next, Abhimanyu. For DevOps engineer, how this course will be helpful, how he can add the value in the skills in DevOps. So just in the DevOps, you cannot add, you can add as the additional skills. As the additional skills. Lokesh, I'm a BCom computer science student, computers, BCom computers. Can I learn Gen and Agentic AI? 100% you can learn, and that too very easily you can learn. It is a very simple only, but it requires the commitment. Means sequential order of the classes is important. Rajkumar, .NET students will it helpful? .NET, Java, whether it is DevOps, anything. Whatever your existing is there, for your existing, just you are adding the this. Jatin, are you going to teach MLOps like having Docker, etc.? No. So this is our course for all the new students. So here our course is Python, ML, DL, sorry, ML, AI. AI means it includes the deep learning, that is DL, computer vision, which is called as CV. Next one is called as NLP. It's a combination of these three. And we are going to have the Gen AI, and we are having the agentic AI. So these are the total 5 of them. Actually, our course is what are the Gen and agentic AI using the Python. Basically, our course name is Generative AI and Agentic AI using Python. This is the course name, basically. So here, instead of only focusing on Gen and Agentic AI and Python, actually we have to complete only this one, and this one. But we are adding the ML and AI also along with these existing 3 of them plus these 2. Is the point is clear? So here we can, once this course was completed, you can apply for the ML role, AI role, Gen and Agentic AI, everything. Right? We can also create learn to agent, obviously, to develop the agent. In the same way, I will show you how you can develop the agents. Your AI agents, how you can develop. Okay. So for all the new students, guys, first, our batch was started on the 4th June. Batch started on 4th June 2026. 1 minute. Let me write more clearly. Batch starting date. Starting date. 4th June 2026. Batch ending date. 31st October 2026. Maximum date. Okay, it will be completed before only. Our course was designed for the 4.5 months. 4.5 months means basically it has to be completed mid of October itself. But as we know, the holidays will be there. Some holidays will be there, right? So the duration basically it is 4.5 months. But due to the holidays or something, it will go maximum of 5 months. Okay. So 31st is the last date. This is the duration. And the fees 25,000 with recordings. Every day's class recordings, if you want, miss, with recordings, it is 25,000. Without recordings, it is 20,000. I don't want the recordings, but I want notes. Notes is common. Additional recordings you want miss 25,000. Okay, this is the first one. Now, right? Next, duration fees is clear, right? Now, for this particular course, is there any prerequisites? Any prerequisites for this course, miss? Yes, you are having the prerequisite. The requisite is called as interest or passion. Only this is the one. Only one prerequisite is there. That is called as interest. Other than that prerequisite, nothing is there. If you don't have your non-IT, no programming knowledge, no programming knowledge. Okay. No Python. I'm not having the knowledge on Python. Python, no Python or no C language or anything. Absolutely no problem. Because we are going to discuss from the scratch level. Sir, I'm not having the knowledge on the max also, including the max. If you don't have the knowledge also, no problem. What are the max relevant to this course? I will only teach. What are the max is required? I will only teach. What are I'm not teaching, that is not required for me. I am only going to be the trainer for all these modules. For how many modules are there? For each and every module, I am only the trainer. Okay. So what is the prerequisites for my course is interest towards the subject. Okay. Interest means not paying the fees interest, learning the subject interest. Interest and passion to learn subject, not to pay the fees. Don't show your money power. Show me only your brain power. I don't want your money power. Sir, I'm having the more money, miss. Keep it with you only. Don't try to show the money power. Show only your brain power. How much brain you are having. Okay, that is only the requisite. Right, guys? Next, here I'm going to have the Python, AI, Python, AI, Gen AI, Agentic AI. These four of them will be the weekdays. That is from Monday to Friday. Whereas ML will be on Saturdays. Saturdays ML. Python, AI, Gen and Agentic AI is on weekdays, Monday to Friday. Exclusively on ML, we'll have the this one. Okay. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Next, exclusively on Saturdays, we'll have the ML class. And completely everything will be trained by me only from the starting to everything. And how much Python we are going to learn? Python. We are going to learn from the basics to advanced required for Gen and Agentic AI. How much is required for that our role? That much we are going to learn, which is relevant to our role only. I'm not going to explain for the Python developer role Python, which is relevant only for our role. Everything from the basics to advanced. Similarly, AI, we are going to have the deep learning, computer vision, and NLP. And based on this, we are going to do the 7 projects. Different concepts are there. And based on the each concept, we are going to do the 7 projects from this. Next, from Gen AI, we are going to learn the LangChain, RAG concepts, vector database, LLMs, LLM models, okay, and prompt engineering. These are the main things which we are going to learn here. Okay, LangChain concept, RAG concepts, vector database concepts, LLM models, and prompt engineering. These are the main things which will be done. Okay, along with the deployment in the cloud. How to deploy this deployment of GenAI. That will be done by using the Streamlight, APIs, fast APIs, REST APIs. Okay, Flask, Gradio, Cloud. How to deploy in the cloud. Okay, so all these things we are going to cover in the GenAI. Coming to the agentic AI. In the agentic AI, including the cloud, that is AWS and Azure. Okay, now coming to the agentic AI. In the agentic AI, we are going to learn the MCP servers, that is complete MCP. We are going to understand the land graph, Next, MCP servers, N8N models, and Claude, how to work with the Claude, and Autogen, Microsoft Autogen, and along with the Pythonic AI. Everything we are going to understand in the this. So here, overall, for each concept, for MCP, I have to show one project for you, obviously, right? With LangChain implementation, I have to show one project. With N8N, I have to show one project. For Claude, I have to show one project. For Autogen, I have to show one project. For Pythonic AI, I have to show one project. And I'm going to have the Crew AI. I have to explain this one means I have to show with one project, right? How I have to show. So I'm going to explain all these things with practical implementation by taking the different types of projects. Every concept has to be explained with a project only. Like that, we are going to cover the overall 25 projects we are going to cover in our course. 25 projects. How you can get that many projects are missed? That many concepts are there, na? How you have to explain the QA without showing the project? How I have to explain? You tell me. How I have to explain? So 25 plus projects we are going to do from AI. 25 plus means minimum. This is minimum number. Plus, that is the reason I have written. In the previous batch, 32 projects I have done. From AI, ML, Gen AI, and by using the agentic AI. From all these four of them, we are going to do the 25 plus projects. That is only called as your experience, which you are going to gain here. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? Understood? Career gap is not a problem, Kirti. Absolutely, career gap is not a problem here. RAG, 100% RAG, we are going to discuss more detailedly by including the more amount of concepts in the RAG. RAG is one of the top in our entire course. More amount of time we are going to spend on that because job is more focused on that area. That is the heart of our course. Nageshwara. Are you going to teach about the, obviously, right? Here, if you go back in this, what is there? RAG is there, right? LangChain, RAG, vector database, LLM models, prompt engineering. RAG is there, no? LangChain also is there, no? Claude, Nagesh, Claude is there. Claude is there, no? I already told you Claude. That is agentic AI. Everyone, please contact. I request each and every one of you to connect with the admin, and admin number was shared to you. Vertex AI Shravani is not there. Right now, we have not included. If time possibility is there, shortly we'll add. Timings is 6 p.m., 6 to 7:30, daily 1.5 hours. I request everyone to contact the admin, and admin number is here, which I have written 9133. 1 minute. One number is missing. 9133 and 43369. One more three is there. Madam is more interested on the 3 number, it seems. More number of threes are there. Okay. Yeah. What are the stat and math? Everything will be covered by me. No prerequisite. No prerequisite. Sir, is the project same for everyone in this batch? Obviously, my projects are same for everyone. Additionally, you are going to do the additional projects. Jatin, Landgraph is covered or not? Could you check here whether Landgraph is covered or not? Whether that word is there in the agent decay? So this is the admin number, guys. Everyone, please contact the admin. Lena. Madam name is Lena and Naresh IT admin. WhatsApp, don't call, WhatsApp, whatever you want, they are going to share it. And you are going to receive the call from the Naresh IT only, and automatically you'll understand the process. Let us all meet on the Monday at 6 p.m. Right? In our regular course. Anyone? Any questions? SRK Raju, raise the hand. SRK Raju, please ask what are the question you are having. Kirti, already I told you now, absolutely not a problem. Your teaching is fantastic. Thank you. You will be starting with Python. Exactly. I'll be starting with the Python from Monday. Monday, 6 p.m. Anu, so this is the new batch started from Monday. Exactly. New batch from Monday. Monday, 6 p.m. Sailendra, is there any different timing? There is no different batch right now. This is the only batch. Still, still any questions, guys? Yeah, your teaching is super. Thank you. Based on your teaching, we can understand very clearly that even from non-IT background. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for your feedback, guys. Thank you so much. You made me confident. 100%. Don't worry. have the good interest on the subject, and don't worry about the placement. Once you are having the subject means job should be there automatically. Exactly. Real time projects only we are going to do.